All right, there's the camera. I want to share a story that I created a mindset shift that changed every relationship that I have, like everybody. And if you've ever felt like rejected or put off by people and the way they act, this story I think will really help you. Will really help you inside of it. It changed everything in how I see people, how I interact with people, how I view them, how I judge them. It's made every aspect of relationships better, whether they're personal, romantic, business, or just a person going down the street. I hope it helps you. So, and at the end, I'm going to share one question that can transform any relationship and cut into the relationship and make it so you know this person so much better, so much deeper, and they appreciate you for asking the question, because I don't think hardly anybody asks this question. Okay, so this story happened 2015. I had moved to Portland, Oregon. And I moved up there by myself. I moved up there and I moved in to a home, and I was living with this person, and they were a roommate. And they were awesome. They were super nice. They just a really good person, like really had a big heart, right? But I hadn't lived with this person. I didn't really know them very well. And during this time, I was going through a leadership development program and personal development program, and I was getting a lot of insights about myself. I was really working on myself a lot, and I think a lot of worlds collided, to challenge my beliefs inside of here. But during my time living with this person, I got the silent treatment from them, or at least I thought I was getting the silent treatment from them. Like, I'd be going down to have breakfast, and I'd pass them in the hall and they wouldn't say hi or good morning. And I was like, what is wrong with them? I was being really judgmental. And like the world I came from was, you say hi to people you live with, like you say good morning, good night, whatever, you say the kind of the normal types of things. Or at least I thought they were normal, at least the world that I lived in. And this kept going on and kept going on. And my inner critic kept judging, kept, making up all these things, and like, oh, they need to go get friends. They need to be friendlier. They need to say hi to me. Like, don't they know? It's like all of these things kept coming up. And it's really, really, really agitating. And I was in a new city, and I didn't have many friends up there. I was getting used to things. And so like all of that was like compounding, right? And now this leadership program I was going through with a company called Landmark was really challenging my beliefs and really challenging the way that I saw the world. And the one line, or the one main idea that I kept coming back with from this program was, your life's not about you. It's about other people. And it's about getting to know other people. And when you get this, when you know this, your life will really change. And I was just in the forefront of like starting to understand some of this. I think I got it logically, but I didn't get it like in my heart or like the whole experience. So this continued, living with this person, and they're still nice and stuff like this, but the kind of like the silent treatment continued. And one day, like, all of this training and the silent treatment collided, and I realized something. I realized I never really asked about this person. I really never got to know them. And inside of that moment, I also realized I only know my experience in life. Like, I will only ever know what it's like to be me. I will never know what it's like to be someone else, period. I will never know what it's like to be a mother. I remember judging my sister-in-law at one point and be like, "Ah, she should do this as a mother, blah blah blah." And then I've realized over time, like, oh, I'm not a mother. I have no clue what it's like. And so I realized this was a huge epiphany. Like, I will only ever know my experience in life, period, end of story. But my mind was thinking that I knew what it was like to be this other person, and that they should do this, and they should do that, and they should do this, and then their life will be better for my comfort, is what it really came down to. And when I had this epiphany, and the next thought I had was the horrible thought. I was like, oh man, I gotta go apologize to this person. And I didn't want to do it, but I did. I walked into the other room and I said, hey, can we talk? And I opened up and I shared. I said, I've been judging you this whole time. You've been quiet. You haven't really acknowledged me. And I was making up all of these stories about how bad you were and like all of this stuff. And they opened up to me. And they shared some really vulnerable things with me. That in the home that we were at, this person was severely molested by their family. And that the way they learned to deal with things in childhood, because they're so, they're sexually molested, that they went into their mind in order to survive as a kid. And that became the thought pattern. That became the belief system in which their brain just did automatically, of like, oh, I need if I'm going to survive, I got to be like this. And in that whole world, in that one conversation, everything opened up. Like, we became closer together. We got to know each other better. She appreciated that I apologized and that I asked. And it was, now here's the one question that I said I'd share. What's it like to be you? If you ask anybody that you're in a relationship with, whether it's romantic or just personal or whatever, you ask this question, you should be ready to open up that relationship and find out some information if they're ready to answer it. It's a very easy question to but it's not easy, right? Like, what's it like to be you? All right, I'm putting this back in. I forgot a teach section of this video, and I wanted to make sure to teach something inside of this. I'm still getting used to doing YouTube videos, so forgive me. And so the aspect that I wanted to share around this mindset shift was basically being curious about the other person, no matter what type of relationship it is. Whether it be a romantic or family relationship or just a really good friend. You really don't know them. Really think about that. Like, even if you live with the person, you're not with them all of the time. And they probably have a history before you, unless you're twins. But then even twins don't have, a 100% shared experience. Like, they have different perceptions and different viewpoints, and they interpret things differently. And so do all of us. So the thing to walk away with that I hope you walk away with is, like, be curious about other people instead of judgmental. I was judgmental. And it opened up my whole world and all of my relationships. I had a whole new way to see people, to stop my judgment. And it still happens. But now I can go back to that point of like, oh, I don't really know this person. I don't really know this person. Even if I've known them for a long time. I remember being in a seminar, and I remember this older couple, they were in their 70s, and they were still getting to know each other. They still were questioning, do I really, really, really know this person? Like, in a good way. And they would come back to this relate this seminar each week and be like, oh my gosh, I never knew this about him, or I never knew this about her. And they've been together for like, I think 30, 40 years. And so that place of curiosity is so important. And that's what this question can really help you get to. You know, what's it really like to be you? Because truth be told, we're changing over time too. So we're always changing and evolving. And some things that we may like yesterday, we don't like today. And it just really transformed all of my relationships, made them so much better. So, all right, I'm gonna plug this back into the video, and now I gotta go edit it. And I hope you have an awesome day. Bye.